It's Thursday. I think that's the 23rd today of February. Last night was down to minus 10 or 11. I had the plastic over there pulled over, and we had heavy wet snow yesterday. And there's no ice. I have the one spinning ball to simulate an early spring runoff, and it'll help keep that algae that wants to rise in the quiet zones. It'll help keep it down. Also, it's really easy to groom out with like a my dog comb takes it out really easy. It's the only time of the year that you really have to worry. You're running your pond all year round. It's the only time of the year that you should see any algae. And it should just be that type of algae that's rising because nothing else is growing in the pond. And so the algae grows best all winter. And that's okay because the koi can feed on it. A high carbohydrate diet when the water temperature is cold is ideal for the koi and the goldfish, as it's easy to digest. Let's take a look over here and see what's happening. The goldfish like to gather here. This is the yellow flag, and a lot of them will hide under the yellow flag. And I did see the fancy black moray. This is extra hornwort that I had that was in the house, in the fish tank, and I took it out. There is some hornwort from last year, but the hornwort from last year is still resting at the bottom. Oh, and you can see that beautiful black moray in the pond. The sun feels so extra bright today. I feel like I need a good dose of sun. It's like winters can be long here in Canada. So ideally you don't want to have a lot of ice for too long with goldfish or koi. So as you can see, the water just runs, right? Runs similar to like a creek. It's a small little creek, but it's enough to keep the upper ponds always pumped to the same level. So you get very, very little ice because the streams and the creeks and the rivers de-ice much quicker than a frozen lake. So if you keep your water running all winter and you have several levels, ideally the bottom pond should be like a swamp pond with just a few smaller fish. Your more prized fish should be in the upper levels because the cleanest water will be upstream. I know I have to put the decorations all back and make all the hoses disappear. That's why I keep the koi up there. And plus these upper ponds are a flow through. So there's no pump actually in there, so the water can't get accidentally pumped out because the water's getting pumped from the bottom and free flowing. This is a deep pond. It's like 5 feet deep, so the fish do go quite deep when it's cold. And I'm out here filming in my shorts. The snow's melting, but if I just stay in the sun just right, where did it go? It's disappearing behind the ice and the snow.